What's up, everyone? Welcome to Thursday stream. Sorry once again about no stream yesterday. Just overall, I was really tired. I knew energy would not be there for you guys if I did a stream yesterday. I stayed up late watching the election, and I know half the country's happy, half the country's upset. We're not here to talk about that, though. Little escape from politics for you guys. Sorry, I'm getting stuff set up around my desk. It's a mess right now. But we're, like I said, not here to talk about politics. That's not what we're doing this for. Just doing this purely because the Thunder did lose their first game of the season. And I did recognize that Thunder Twitter was overreacting quite a bit to the loss, saying season's over, blah, blah, blah. Shai played horribly, blah, blah, blah. This happened, like what went wrong. And there were a few things that went wrong, but ultimately somehow Denver had a fantastic shooting night. We're going to go in and break down like a lot of stuff into that. Just a little reaction, give you my personal thoughts from it, because I did have quite a bit. All right, we're going to look through stuff on Twitter. We're going to look on ESPN, look at the box score, some of that stuff, and look at our upcoming schedule as well. So just a lot of stuff going on that I knew I couldn't fit into one whole video. I do have an idea for one, talking about how Shai and Chet have been a little bit lackluster here for like these past 2 or 3 games. So we do have that. But this is mainly just looking at this game, what went wrong, where we could have won, everything else that was kind of going on there. And as soon as you guys pile in, if you have questions about what I see with this team going forward, what I think the plan is, what we could potentially see in like starting lineups and different rotations. As we know, Alex Caruso hasn't been shooting the ball well at all. Frankly, he's been horrible shooting the ball. I'm going to keep it honest there. However, his defense has been kind of canceling that out. It's just if he could find that shot, might win that game as well. But there are a bunch of what-if scenarios from that game that night. And so we're going to break all that down. When you guys come in, like I mentioned, just pop in. You can say what's up. You can just ask me a question, what I think was going on. And so, but with that out of the way, we'll go ahead and get into it. We're not going to start with this one right here. We're going to start over at Twitter. Just kind of going through. And we're going to try to start at the beginning. Going through like what Clemente was saying, what everyone else was saying at the start of the game. And so originally the starting lineup, this is what it was going to be right here. All right. It was going to be SGA, Wallace, Dort, Dub, and Chet. But then all of a sudden, before the game started, it was changed to SGA, Joe, Dort, Dub, and Chet. So Joe instead started for Cason Wallace. Now, both of them didn't have great shooting nights. I will say that, okay? Both guys didn't have great shooting nights whatsoever. But even then, like, it still was all right to me. Like, I didn't mind it at all. Why was it updated? Likely an error the first time is what Clemente said. I kind of would have preferred Cason starting. I think he's been playing very well as a starter. So I would have preferred him getting that starting role. I truly would have. All right. But it'll be fine. Like I mentioned, this stuff happens. It's fine. I don't mind Joe getting the starting nod at all. I think he also deserved it. I think we're going to see Joe, Queso, and Wiggs get a little bit of a, kind of in and out starting lineup. Look, we've seen Queso with a majority of them past few times, but it's fine. This one, it started off when I noticed like something was going on with this game, though. Westbrook going off immediately, all right? He hit a mid-range jumper and then hits the catch-and-shoot three-pointer. When I saw Westbrook was on one to start this game, I was a little bit worried. I was. It was a game where it was like, okay, it looks like he's going to be doing well, and he might beat us because of it, all right? And then finally we get this one. SGA drives head first to the basket on the fast break and gets a transition layup. Feels a little sloppy, but for the Thunder yet to start yet. They lead 16-9 with 8:03 left in the first quarter. Nuggets call a timeout. We started off hot, all right? We looked sloppy. We looked sloppy the entire night. No going around it at all. We looked sloppy the entire night. It's the fact that we were still up, though, when looking bad. It looked horrible, and yet we were still up is the thing. And, like, here's some good clips and everything. Like, from the Thunder right here showing it, showing our shooting. SGA, pump fake, boom, kicks it out to Joe. Joe hit the three. In the first quarter, Joe looked nice. He looked really good. And then we have the SGA three right there. All right. We're shooting the ball decent the first quarter. No, the Dort three. Dort gets the steal right here. As you see, passes it up to Dub. Dub transition three, knocks it down. So as you can see, starting off shooting the ball well. That's the thing. Started off shooting the ball well. And then this right here, all right. Good defense, good plays on both ends. Boom. Blocked by SGA. Dort the board, gets it all the way down to SGA, and he gets a tough layup to go there. All right. It looked nice in the first quarter. First quarter, I have no complaints. Yes, it did look sloppy at times. But still, then again, I thought we looked very well in the first quarter. All right. Was that the same? Yeah, that was the same play right there. All right, and then AJ Mitchell and Cason Wallace were the first players off the bench. AJ Mitchell has been getting a ton of playing time. All right. He has been getting a ton of playing time. And then we got a putback dunk from Ousmane Dieng, which was crazy. Which was absolutely nuts to me. All right. It truly was. Then we have this clip right here. Queso, boom, comes away with the steal. Drives all the way down. Nice little Euro, boom, layup. But then Oos comes there with the putback. All right, following it up well. And this just gives you a little bit better angle. The fact that he was falling all the way down, hustling down the court to get there, big improvement. It's the fact he's hustling. He's trying his best now, all right? It looks like he cares. And that's what we've been missing from him, is the fact that a lot of times it looks like Oos hasn't cared all that much. And I have been thoroughly impressed with how he's played to start this season. I truly have. I think if he keeps this up, no reason why he couldn't get actual time. All right? No reason whatsoever. All right? It's just he's got to do it more consistently now, is the thing. He just has to do it a little bit more consistently. And if he does that, it'll be okay. All right? We'll end up being fine then. Going back with it more there. That's still the same play. Let's see. What else? Despite this is also something else that stood out to me. Despite OKC's dominance, they are dead last in free throw rate this season. The only team that's taken fewer free throws coming in the night was the Knicks, who played one fewer game. And then in the first quarter, a little summary. Nuggets came on a little run to come back and make it a 2-point game. 32-30, we were up. SGA only had 5 points, but he had 4 assists. He was passing the ball very well. Dub with 8. Jokic was 7 points, but he had 6 assists. He was passing the ball so well that night, and we couldn't stop it whatsoever. Then Westbrook having 9, being their leading scorer in the first quarter, was insane to me. All right? And it was like Clemente said, it was a complete opposite version of Westbrook from opening night, going downhill, using his speed. Looks much more composed as a starter than he did coming off the bench. And Westbrook might just be a better starter than he is a bench player. That might be an option, all right? And then like it was mentioned here, rough start for Caruso, missed a decent look from outside, just now missed a transition layup. Surely come back around, but there's been a few missed opportunities for him to score already. That's not how it was in the preseason. Something's happened where he just can't get it done for some reason. All right? Wallace just wrists the ball away from MPJ, passes to Wiggins, who throws a lob past to Jada for the transition bucket. 20 minutes with Jokic on the bench, literally 43-36 with 7:05 left. This one right here, Cason Wallace with the steal, like it was mentioned, all the way down to Wiggins. That was the play right there. Boom. All right? We're looking nice when Jokic is off the floor. Jokic dominated us. That Jokic and Westbrook connection was insane for some reason. SGA did reach 9,000 career points. That was nice to see. That's just my friend. Talking about the Knicks. Let's see. And then halftime, here was a little summary. We're up by 11. It was looking great for us. All right? It was looking great. SGA had 15 points. He didn't have another assist, but he did have 15 points. Dub with 15 and 5. Isaiah Joe had 8. He looked great. Jokic was near a triple-double in the first half, which is absurd to me. It was absurd. And some of that is the fact that Westbrook was knocking down his shots with 19 points at the half, leading scorer. That is insane to me. He just went off for some reason. Makes no sense. I love to see him do well, but man, it's absurd to see. This one right here, I think it's the Dub steal. No, it was a Dort steal, tipped it away. Jokic complaining like usual. Good little move by SGA on Westbrook, and Dort knocks down the tray ball. All right, like we have a bunch of these moments right here. Boom, Dub with the steal in transition, throws it down. All right, simple as that. What else? Westbrook makes a 3, and Brown makes a 3. Thunder lead suddenly cut to 80-71. OKC calls a timeout with 60:55 left in the third quarter. Offense, we died in the third quarter. Everything died for us in the third quarter. It was insane. What's up, Hash? It was just crazy. Our productiveness from both ends in the third quarter just dropped like crazy for some reason. It makes no sense to me. All right. Lou Dort, however, shooting the ball very well. All right. Lou Dort is now, checks notes, 18 for 34 from 3 this season, 53%. All right. 53%. And also, we'll notice this real quick. 6-game homestand starts tomorrow. All right. Let's keep that in mind. Tomorrow, the 6-game homestand starts. We should win every single game in theory. All right. In theory, we should. Was this a Dort 3 right here? Yep, on the inbound from deep as well. Dort has been looking great shooting the ball. In general, Dort has looked, in my opinion, inconsistency-wise and how he's been playing, how he's been impacting the team, I think Dort's been really our second best player.
Lou Dort not deterred by the dwindling shot clock.
Like you said, Ash, I don't think there's any reason to overreact. I'm not overreacting is the thing. Just, giving my own thoughts and opinions on why I think we lost this.
Lou Dort not deterred by the dwindling shot clock.
My goodness.
Is all I'm doing.
3 seconds, Dort.
Yeah, some of these Westbrook buckets, Thunder just got shrugged the shoulders at. Like, sure, whatever. And he was going crazy for some reason. All right? He was going crazy for some reason last night. And I love to see Russ going off, but why did it have to be against us is my thing. All right? Like, getting the best of Russ. 24 points, 5-6 from the free throw line, 3 for 4 from 3, touch of the rim while flying down the lane. Like, Russ looked like prime Westbrook that we saw with him getting all the triple-doubles. And then here was Chet throwing it down on Jokic, which was, I thought, that would be like, okay, there's the momentum the Thunder need to really capitalize off this game. And it just ended up not being that at all. All right, Denver went on a 19-6 run and cut the lead to 3. It was absurd. And ended up tying the game as well. Ended up tying it as well. It was insane. In the third quarter, here's what we had. SGA, 19 points, 5 assists. Dub, 20 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Dub was our best player, I feel like, that night. Chet with 12.6 rebounds. Jokic already had a triple-double there. 22, 15, and 13. Westbrook, 24, 5, and 5. And PJ, 18. All right. And this really capitalizes it, I feel like. This might be the game where Hartenstein's absence has been the loudest. All right? That is, I truly believe that. With Hartenstein, I feel like we win this game by 15. I feel like we beat the Nuggets this game by 15 with Isaiah Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins had the best plus-minus. Yeah, even then, I feel like there were things he could have done better. Always. All right? Caruso, 3 of 20 from 3 in a Thunder jersey. And here come the, Bulls won the Josh Giddey trade, blah, blah, blah. Look at Josh Giddey's percentages. Josh Giddey is a system player. All right? Let's be honest about that. I love Giddey. I think he's going to be great in Chicago. And he has been. He's been pretty damn good for him. But this is not the Josh we'd be seeing in a Thunder jersey right now. It's not. All right? Because he's not really a great catch-and-shoot guy. He just truly isn't, and that's what we kind of need. Caruso historically has. He just needs to figure it out. I have faith he will. I do have faith he'll figure it out. All right? And we'll actually go to this article real quick if it'll let me read it from the Oklahoman. If I have the subscription, if I'm able to read it from Joel here. Yep, can. Alex Caruso can tell you why his offenses start. In terms of switching, has been the fairy tale that's acquiring him. He knows the numbers. He'll nod his head upon the mention of them through OKC's first 7 games. Caruso shooting just 27.6% from the field and 16% from 3, while averaging the fewest 2-point attempts of his career, and how little he's shooting. And then he'll shrug. Just talking about it and everything. If anyone could brace themselves for a stretch so uncharacteristic, it's him. This was his quote. I just try to do whatever the team needs to win, Caruso told Oklahoma after OKC's 102-86 win over the Magic on Monday. Last couple years in Chicago, we had guys out. I was on the ball a little bit more as a lead guard, but here we got Shai, we got Dub, even Cason on the ball a little bit more. We got a lot of options. So for me, it's just about figuring out how it can help us win games. Right now, it's not taking 10 shots a night. And, I think that's great to kind of look at it, all right? And we don't really need him for offense. Let's be honest about that. We don't need him for offense. All right? It would be a benefit if he could start, scoring a little bit better. But that's not why we have Caruso. All right? If we're being honest here, Caruso is here to play some damn good defense, and he has. Caruso has been our best, if not our second best player. He's been in our top 2 for defensive players this year. All right? It'll be fine. A good little move by Shai here. Boom. Up and under. Pump fake. Got it to go. All right? Shai had his moments where he looked really good, and he also had his moments where he looked really bad. He kept on turning the ball over the entire night. All right? And then this right here, ball stays in motion. Good passing. Boom. All the way around. Dub driving in. Kicking it down low to Cason Wallace, who gets the layup to go. Even though this is a pretty offensive series right here, offensive set, it was very beautiful watching the ball fly around like that. I think we were passing the ball way too damn much. I truly think so. There were times we were passing the ball up when I think someone could have drove in or shot the ball. All right? I truly think so. I think we're just passing it too much. I felt like we could have held out on the passing a little bit. This has been brutal. Most combined fouls in a Thunder game this season prior tonight was 47 at Portland. The count is at 45 right now with almost 7 minutes left in the game. Nuggets 20 for 25 on 3 free throws. Thunder 16 for 21. And free throws, if we shoot the free throws better, get to the line more, we could win. All right, and that's been something I've been talking about majority of this time of the season. I feel like we should be getting to the free throw line a little bit more. I know people hate that kind of style of play. If you're a good free throw shooting team and you're good at drawing fouls, why not try to get to the line more? Why not? Play into that strength you have. What's this right here? Dub going down, passing it out to Wiggs. Good little move. That was beautiful. Wiggins looked really nice. I will say that. Half set earlier, he had the best plus minus. I think overall, Wiggs just looked really good. This was also brutal right here, close to the end of the game. Chet blocked Jokic, but Watson got it, and he hit the three-pointer. That was absurd. Great defense. It's just we got to rebound better. And with Hartenstein back, that doesn't happen. Being honest, that doesn't happen. Shai's carry of the ball has been rough. Started with pick and roll reads. Now it feels like he's been loose with it all over tonight. Can't remember ever seeing him like this. SGA just wasn't handling the ball very well at all. He wasn't, being honest. SGA dribbles the ball off his foot and rolls over. Backcourt violation. Another turnover for him. And then Dub, clutch moment, hit a three to put OKC within 3 with a minute left. All right. And then couldn't get a foul call. We hit the 3. Boom. It was 123 to 120. Caruso gets the steal on the other end, but Dort couldn't finish it. He blew the layup, which was brutal. Our finishing in the late minutes of the game was horrid. It truly was. And that just kind of summed it up right there. Dort missing the layup. All right. And here's the Dub shot right here. Boom. Caruso finds him. Boom. Perfect. That's what Caruso's been doing very well. He's been passing very well, and he's been playing defense very well. So it's been making up for his lack of shooting. It has. All right. And then this was also a brutal blow. Caruso, unfortunately, barely fouling Nikola Jokic. Barely fouling him. Reminded me a lot of SGA's foul on PJ Washington. Truly did. All right. But it was absurd. And we got our final loss. All right. And we got the steal after Peyton Watson missed both free throws. And because Caruso stole it from Jokic once he got the offensive board. And we had the chance to win it. And SGA got blocked. And there were a lot of questions surrounding it. Should he take the pull-up jumper there? Should he, what should he do in this scenario? All right. I think he did the right thing there, trying to go for the layup. It made sense. All right. You could have said he got fouled at the end there. It's fine. I think the last 2-minute report ended up saying, he didn't get fouled. Also, happy birthday to Cason Wallace today. The Thunder are leading the league in drives per game again, which is not surprising. They have for years now, but was surprising they're 30th in free throw attempt rate by a pretty big margin. Thunder not getting calls this season is something to put a pin in. And I haven't seen this yet. We might do an actual video over it as well. And so, and then Westbrook said this, right now they got the best record, but I feel like we got a better team, and tonight that showed it. So that's definitely worth a video that we're going to be doing in the future. All right. Last night marked the second time in NBA history. 4 teammates had 23-plus points, 6 rebounds, and 1 3-pointer. Jokic, Westbrook, Brown, and Porter Jr. did that. The Thunder only lost by 2 points on the road. OKC wasn't going to go 82-0, and there are worse ways to lose your first game. There truly are. All right. What else do we got going on? A bunch of Sham stuff going on. Also, something to look out for. We have the Sixers pick if it's outside the top 6, and Sixers aren't looking too good at the moment. They're not looking too good. Anything else of significance? Yeah, there were no errors on the last 2-minute report for the Thunder's 124-122 loss to the Nuggets last night. So it's, yeah, like I mentioned, everything was fine. All right, tomorrow's game against the Rockets, Kenrich Williams is out. Hartenstein, Jay Will, and Tobic, of course, are out. Flagler and Dukas are still out as well, and that's all we got. All right, but that's all we really got. So we'll go to the ESPN box score now and everything. Look at that. You guys got anything you guys want to point out from the game at all? People that are in here, anything y'all want to point out? If not, we're gonna go ahead and go into looking at the box score generality, so you guys can see the stats and look at the schedule ahead, and we're gonna call it good. Okay. Looks like we're going to move on then. So let's go ahead and just go to our schedule real quick. We'll look at the box score from our only loss. All right. Something that kind of stood out to me once we go to the box score. You're going to see, I don't know why that was popping up there. So Chet, 5 of 14 from the field. Not great. He had 10 boards, which is nice, but only 1 block that night. Not great. He needs to be better a little bit defensively. All right, like I mentioned, I want to see 2 or 3 blocks from him a night. Dub, almost a triple-double. They took away one of his, or no, not rebounds. I thought they did. I thought that was his total, but he finished with 29 points, 10 boards, and 9 assists, and assists shy of a triple-double. Great game from him, along with 3 steals and only 1 turnover. Great game from Dub. Shai had 28, however, 0 of 3 from behind the 3-point line. 0 of 3. If he knocks 1 down, we win that game. And so, but you could also say the same for Dub or Chet, Joe, Dort. Everyone, you can say if they knock down 1 more 3-pointer, we win that game. Caruso doesn't go 1 for 9, instead 3 of 9, we win that game. There's a lot of, what-if scenarios that we could talk about. A lot of them. But like I mentioned with Shai, 8 turnovers. We got to limit those. Take away half those turnovers, we win. All right? There's a bunch of things we could have done better to win. That's just one of those things. Isaiah Joe, he started off hot, like I mentioned. Isaiah Joe started off really hot in this game. All right? He truly did. But then he started taking these 40-foot three-pointers, which I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? It makes no sense to take these shots. Lou Dort, 3 of 6, 3 of 5 from behind the three-point line. Lou Dort looked really good. 3 steals, 2 blocks, 6 rebounds, and 3 boards, along with 1 turnover. Dort, our second best player, I feel like, that night. Second or third. All right. Ousmane Dieng looked really nice. +5 in the plus-minus. 6 points. He was perfect from the field. Knocked down a three-pointer as well. Had 4 boards there. I want to see more Ous minutes. I do. I feel like he could bring us more value now. Alex Caruso in 22 minutes, like I mentioned. We got to shoot the ball better. But it's the fact he has 4 steals and 2 blocks and 4 assists, along with 6 boards there, helps us out a ton. All right, it kind of negates it a little bit. However, we do need him to shoot like 40% from the field. Aaron Wiggins, 5 of 9, 2 of 4 from behind the three-point line. Maybe give him some more minutes instead of 17. All right, maybe. Be interesting to see. 13 points, 2 boards, and 1 assist. Cason Wallace couldn't shoot it either. All right. It's just a horrible shooting night for everyone. 2 steals, 2 assists, and 2 boards there. 1 turnover and 4 points. Got to shoot it better. AJ Mitchell didn't really do much. I'm going to be honest, so I'm not going to look at it. But as a team, 44% from the field, 40% from behind the three-point line, but 78% from the line. We got to go 20 of 23. We truly do. And that ties up the game, sure. But like I mentioned, we got to be a better free throw shooting team. In the end, we have to. 47 boards, I'll take that. I think that's one of the most that we've had this season. 29 assists, that's also nice to see. 15 steals, 6 blocks, 14 turnovers. That's not bad, but you have to consider Shai had 8 of them. We got to cut those in half right there. And then 28 fouls. The Nuggets, just insane night for them shooting-wise. And they didn't really shoot it much better than us. They just shot it less as well. All right? They actually made less shots than us. They just shot it less. This is the free throws that got in this game. 24 of 33. They went to the line 33 times, which is kind of absurd to look at. And they only played 8 players. All right, and just look at this. It's just absurd. All their starters had double-digit points. They only had, 14 points off the bench. It was absurd to see. It truly was. We just got beat by, Jokic, Westbrook, and Michael Porter Jr. pretty much. It's pretty much who beat us last night. It is just absurd. It's just an outlier game, all right? We probably won't see this again in the season. I don't think we'll see it again in the season. I truly don't. And so, well, that's really that's all I got for you guys, really. For the people that are still in here. The one person that we still got. Thank you for staying around. Hash, I'm sure that's you. But, like I mentioned, I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about the loss. I'm not. We're going to be fine. It's one game. We weren't going to go 82-0 anyways. All right? Best record in the league is still out there in NBA history, but we weren't going to go 82-0. That's realistic. It was a fluke game. Shai with 8 turnovers. We probably won't see that again for the rest of the season. I'm sure Caruso is going to start hitting shots. We're not going to shoot as bad or poorly as we did with our bench guys that we did that night. It's going to be fine. Thank you for everyone that stayed and watched majority.